Happy New Year, all my friends. I hope everybody had a COVID Christmas, especially the people who actually had COVID that are watching this video. And you knew who you are, and I hope you had a speedy recovery because we got to get out soon. I don't even know where to start, but 2021's got to be better than 2020, unless you live in California, New York, where the politicians just want to ruin everything. And as I said, I don't even know what is going on in California because it is absolute lunacy. One of my favorite mayors, besides de Blasio, is Mayor Garcetti of Los Angeles. The man who told the police, I'm defunding you guys by $150 million. Too bad. Well, there was a peaceful protest at his house. Do you know what he called? The cops! They need to be there. I don't know, we said it before. Protests, peaceful, don't need cops, do you? And then, we have my old friend Pelosi trying to ruin the country once more. She, along with her other minions, probably the squad, created a bill because, again, people's feelings are getting hurt and people are getting misgendered. So she crafted a bill on the floor of Congress. You can no longer use the words father, mother, daughter, son. Well, I have to tell you something, Nancy, you old bag. I'm a father, and I've never been more proud of that word ever. I am proud of my son. And if you have children or you're a parent, that is a word that we are all damn proud of. If you don't want to use the word, don't use it. But how dare you, you old drunken hag? How dare you? What are you doing to our country? Fool. Imagine not being... So what do we say? Happy Misgender Day? Mr. Gender Day? Are we getting rid of Mr. and Mrs.? Have another drink. You drink more than I do. She slurs her sentence more than I stutter when I make these videos. Unbelievable. Then we have Cuomo, another real gem, letting people go to the Buffalo Bills playoff game. He's going to go. But you need a valid photo ID and a recent test that shows that you are 3 days negative of the virus. This is a man who is against voter ID. You need to go to a Bills game. You need that voter ID. Same party's up there getting ready to mandate a vaccine for all New Yorkers. You better watch out. What happened to my body, my choice? Big slogan by the Democrats. Not when it comes to the virus. Same Cuomo. And this is mind-boggling. I can't even wrap my head around this. How is he putting drug addicts in rehab ahead of people like cops, firemen, teachers, other first responders? Drug addicts in rehab? What? I don't know, what is this guy doing? How do these people keep getting elected? Ugh. This virus is very smart, very smart. It knows when to come out after 10, and it knows the difference between Target, strip clubs, and churches. Because if you come out after 10, you're going to get it. You're in a church, you're going to get it, but you don't get it those other places. I keep hearing this word, asymptomatic. You know what asymptomatic means, you dummies? Healthy asymptomatic. I'm not asymptomatic. I'm angry. Not all the time, mind you. Now, been a pretty quiet week here at home. Pretty quiet. Weeks off. A lot of free time, which is nice. They got a lot of new gifts, which is nice. But they were fighting and screaming and yelling. So mom comes into the squirrels and says, come on, stop the yelling. And one of the squirrels looked up there and said, why can you yell then, Mom? Well, lucky we didn't have a murder that day. Talk about my wife. I think perhaps she's having an affair. And the reason why is because the other day, she actually did my laundry, took it out of the dryer, and folded it. That's a big red flag right there. Huge red flag. Oh my gosh. So, I was reading a story about movies and TV. Now, we all know that nobody has any new ideas, but the problem with the movies and TV today is there are too many gratuitous sex scenes and nudity. You know what I have to say? There's not enough. What else are we doing? We're all home. Give me the gratuitous sex scenes and nudity. Come on. Then, further on, in that same editorial paper that I was reading, it was the age-old question. Age-old question. How do we stop these teens from having sex? Is there a way? Well, I'm going to give you an answer. No! There is no way! The best you could do is teach them some responsibility. Come on, we were all teens. And nowadays, forget it. How are you going to get him to stop? You ain't get him to stop? Quarantine him in the basement and handcuff him to the pole. That may not even work. How do I get teens to stop having sex? I don't know. How do you stop breathing? Answer me that, and then maybe we'll get two answers. So, I was reading about, there was a story about OJ. Now, I'm a fan of OJ. I think the man got away with murder. We all do. And he's out of his mind. If you ever listen to him talk, he's out of his mind. So he's always posted on Twitter and Facebook and rambling on, usually about nonsense. So probably last week, he was at his house and he had a MAGA hat on the shelf. It was outrageous. People were outraged. Outraged. These same people are watching OJ, who killed 2 people, are outraged over a hat. I think maybe your priorities are a little confused. Come on, man. And enough with these celebrities. Who cares that Lori Loughlin's out of prison? Who cares that she went to prison? I don't care. And another one, Chrissy Teigen's. I get news flashes on my phone. She's 4 weeks sober. I don't care. I don't care. Let's continue to put these people who already have a bloated self-esteem and self-awareness on a pedestal, and let's talk about everything they're doing. Well, Chrissy Teigen hasn't had a drink in 4 weeks. Chrissy, I haven't had a drink in about a minute. 4 weeks. Give me a break. Dummies. Again, this is our media, our news. We need to know about Chrissy Teigen's sobriety, and we need to know about Lori Loughlin not in jail. Again, who cares? Mindless people. They don't make an effect in my life. They don't even do anything good. Oh. I just said, now that I'm home at vacation, I'm doing a lot more reading than normal. I'm reading books, which I love. Dan Simmons, great. You ever read Dan Simmons? Take a chance, read some Dan, great. Watching, they're ruining my favorite show with the political correctness, Doctor Who. It's a complete mess. Some guy said, he writes it, the dialogue, it's a complete wanker. British guy, but very funny. I mean, I don't even know what to tell you with this political correctness. But, so I was reading, and a 53-year-old man, apparently the 50-year-old is an odd dating time, and I'm glad that I don't have to date. But he was trying to figure out an age that he could date other people. So he's talking to his friends. First of all, first mistake, don't talk to your friends about dating, just date. 53 years old, so they came up with a formula, divide your age in half, and add 10, and that's the right age. You're 53 years old! Date whoever the hell you want! I mean, come on, really? 53? You need a formula? How about you meet a nice person, you like a nice person, you have some things in common, you find them attractive, boom, there you go. Again, call me, I will give you real-life dating advice, not stupidity. Although, you may not be bright enough to understand it. Now, another term I keep hearing is environmental justice. What is environmental justice? If anybody knows, can you please let me know? Environmental justice? I mean, I think the environment gets plenty of justice. Heat waves, tornadoes, hurricanes. That's justice. They're getting their pound of flesh. Environmental justice. Again with this. Let's just fix the environment. Throw money at it. Because that works beautifully. Oh, my gosh. You know, I did forget to mention this. There were 2 bills brought up in Congress. One was called the living vote. Only if you're living, you get to vote. Sounds kind of ridiculous, but I don't know. A lot of dead people seem to be voting. Now, here's the other one. Here's the other one that struck me. $6.9 million grant the government gave out to invest in smart toilet seats. $6.9 million, smart toilet seats. Do you know why they're smart? They will have the ability to take an anal imprint. Only in America, folks. Only in America. Nobody wants their anus imprinted. I don't know. Maybe somebody. Certainly not this angry Irish guy. Stay away from my anus, please. Come on. I don't want any imprint. Oh. Now, next in the world of the bizarre, a nurse treating somebody for COVID, removed their protective equipment to have sex with this person. How desperate are you, man? As I said, bizarre. The Twilight Zone Marathon is on this weekend, and that story kind of fits right in. Now, I'm going to read you something. I saw this sign, and I don't want to get the wording wrong, so I'm going to read it. So I'm going to look away for a second, and the sign said, if this elevator doesn't move, do a small jump, and it should. My advice to you, get the hell off of that elevator, man. A small jump. Get off the elevator. Now, lastly, people have commented, am I a liberal, am I a conservative? I'm a realist, and I've said this before. I'm a realist. I'm an angry Irish guy most of the time, spouting out some nonsense. I don't know if I'm right or I'm wrong, but listen, I'm just calling it how I see it. Some of you may agree, some of you may not. That is what it is. But as President-elect Joe Biden, can you please stop telling me how the darkest days are in front of us and how we should all batten down and things are going to get worse? I've had enough. So, I'm going to finish my drink. I'm going to enjoy my day. I'm going to appreciate my loved ones. And I would tell everybody to do the same. Because tomorrow isn't a guarantee. Tomorrow, who knows what's going to go on? I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. All I know is they're probably going to lock us down again shortly. And then things are going to get real for the second, third, or fourth time. So what I'm going to say is, hey, everybody have a good time. Enjoy what you have right now. I love you all. Find somebody you love. Give them a hug. Give them a kiss. Tell them you love them because you never know the last time you're going to see them. I love you guys. Hey, cheers. I'm going to finish this drink. I'm in another one. Anybody who has any suggestions, give me some. I need to try something different. Cheers.